Recorded in the annals of Alchemy City, it was a day that threatened to redraw the boundaries of possibility. Recap. Alchemy Emperor of the Divine Dao chapter 1881 to 1882 finds Ling Han stepping into the chamber, a youth whose years scarcely reach 50,000, yet whose mastery of martial arts and alchemy could rival the legends. The air was thick with anticipation and veiled hostility. Xianming and the other holy sons exchanged glances heavy with unspoken resolve, each aware that a new prodigy could unsettle their carefully carved paths to power. As the nine heavens flame danced within the cauldron, time itself seemed to bend, accelerating months into a single day. Then, as the cauldron shattered, 3 pills, winged by destiny, soared into existence, leaving all witnesses dumbfounded. Ling Han had succeeded where even the experienced hesitated, and the seeds of rivalry, awe, and dread were sown. What storms would this unprecedented triumph summon within Alchemy City? The answer awaits in the unfolding chapters. As the whispers of expectation rippled through the grand hall, a subtle chill settled over the crowd. The revelation that the young man stepping forward was none other than Ling Han sent waves of both intrigue and doubt cascading among the spectators. Here was a figure of martial might, whose footsteps alone had struck awe into the hearts of countless disciples. And yet, he sought to walk the path of the alchemist. The anticipation that had bloomed so eagerly in the assembly suddenly faltered, halving in its intensity as disbelief mingled with curiosity. Amongst the onlookers, each practitioner was a master of a particular art, their spirits finely tuned to the energies of the world. They could sense, with unnerving clarity, the boundaries of human capability. Ling Han's aura spoke of a life not yet spanning 5 centuries. Even if he had spent every moment within the hallowed confines of the time cultivation chamber, an edifice designed to accelerate life itself to the utmost extremes, the tally of his experience would barely reach 50,000 years. To emerge as a 1-star alchemist in such a span? The notion was almost blasphemous. Madness, some muttered inwardly. He must jest. Yet the allure of such a spectacle was irresistible. Even as doubt gnawed at the edges of reason, the assembly could not tear their gaze away. Word of Ling Han's ambition rippled beyond the chamber, drawing in the eyes of countless holy sons and holy daughters. Among them, a select few, Xianming, Bang, Qin Guyu, stood at the precipice of destiny, their positions as potential chairperson candidates already secured by skill and reputation. Others, recognizing the futility of contest, had long withdrawn into shadows, their presence a silent testament to humility, or fear. It was Xianming who felt the deepest tremor of shock. The question haunted him relentlessly. Why would a martial prodigy whose victories already whispered of legend now venture into alchemy? The implications were staggering. A 1-star alchemist, not yet 50,000 years in age, would stand unparalleled, a beacon of genius eclipsing even the most storied martial victories. To him, this was not merely an ambition. It was a declaration of potential supremacy, surpassing even the legendary feats of Zhao Qingfeng, and the thought gnawed at Xianming's mind like a storm. If Ling Han succeeded, the very foundations of Alchemy City's hierarchy would tremble. In quiet communion of glances, Xianming, Qin Guyu, Bang, and Khan shared a silent accord. None could allow another to rise unchecked, especially not a prodigy whose light threatened to outshine all others. Yet the crowd's mood was not uniformly wary. Many, driven by genuine curiosity and reverence for talent, watched with bated breath, eager to witness the birth of a possible legend. With that, Ling Han stepped into the alchemy chamber, a sanctum where time itself could be twisted, compressed, and expanded. His task, to concoct the fabled Purple Moon Spirit Suppression Pill, a creation requiring 3 months of painstaking labor under ordinary circumstances. Here, however, time accelerated 100-fold, promising that a century of alchemical precision would unfold in the span of a single day to outside eyes. Ling Han's movements blurred into a symphony of mastery. Each gesture, each pour and stir, flowed with the fluid grace of a seasoned alchemist. Though his youth was apparent, eyes widened among the observers. True connoisseurs recognized the artistry in every motion, the elegance of a hand guided by innate genius. Shocked murmurs echoed. Such skill, such control, from one so young, defied comprehension. The expressions of Xianming, Khan, and the others darkened as the young prodigy's fingers danced over the cauldron, shaping destiny itself. Though all had reached the pinnacle of two-star alchemists, Ling Han's potential radiated a chilling aura of threat. He was not merely a competitor. He was an omen of unprecedented power. The four holy sons and daughters felt the first sparks of a deadly rivalry ignite within them. Outside, the day passed unremarkably, yet within the alchemy chamber, time had stretched and folded, carrying Ling Han through 100 days of labor. His craft was poetry in motion. The alchemy itself transformed into an art form that shimmered with subtle beauty. Then, in a sudden, explosive moment, the cauldron trembled violently and shattered. Gasps erupted from the crowd. Had he failed? For a heartbeat, despair flickered in the hearts of the onlookers. Yet their relief was cruelly brief. From the fragments of the cauldron, 3 pills lifted, as if animated by their own will, wings of ethereal energy unfurling as they hovered in the chamber. Success had revealed itself where failure had seemed certain. A prodigy beyond reckoning had emerged. Ling Han's palm extended, capturing the 3 soaring pills with a subtle surge of origin power. The doors of the chamber opened, and he stepped forth, offering the fruits of his labor to the awaiting alchemists. "Please examine," he intoned with serene confidence. The assembly surged forward, a wave of astonishment and admiration crashing over the room. The verdict rang clear. Medium grade, a feat that left even the most seasoned alchemists trembling. This young man, a martial prodigy, and yet his alchemy surpasses us all? Whispers spread like wildfire. One elder admitted, voice tinged with awe, "I have lingered at the 1-star level for 7 billion years, yet I have not achieved medium-grade celestial pills. Truly, I am but a fool." The hall reverberated with astonishment. Ling Han had shattered expectations, beginning at a level that would terrify most veterans. A lone figure emerged from the crowd, an alchemy apprentice of seemingly 15 or 16, though his aura betrayed an age counted in millions. Every alchemist parted respectfully, recognizing the presence not of the boy himself, but of the name he bore, Alchemist Xianming. In that moment, the path forward had been irrevocably altered. A new star rose, a force of nature that the martial and alchemical realms alike would soon reckon with. A serene breeze swept across the marble courtyards of Alchemy City, carrying the faint scent of rare herbs and the faint hum of latent spiritual energy. Amid this tranquil aura, a lone figure moved with a composed grace, his steps measured yet unyielding. Ling Han's eyes, sharp as a hawk's, scanned the approaching youth. "I am," he said with a faint, almost lazy smile. The alchemy apprentice standing before him seemed poised and arrogant, his eyes glinting with pride. "My lord would like to see you," he intoned, his tone as sharp as a sword's edge. Ling Han raised an eyebrow. "And who is your lord?" he asked, genuinely unacquainted with this brash youth. The apprentice's pride flared. "You don't even know my lord, and you could actually still become an alchemist?" he challenged, the words dripping with insolence. Anger flickered in Ling Han's eyes, though he maintained the calm posture of a seasoned cultivator. "Does this insolent brat think my potential hinges on his hollow words?" he thought. With a slow, deliberate motion, he clasped his hands behind his back, letting his composure radiate authority. "Indeed, I do not know your lord, but tell me, who are you, that you speak to me with such arrogance?" In this realm, strength was the currency of respect. Ling Han, already a 1-star alchemist, radiated the aura of a 4th severance, a force few could rival. This youth, an alchemy apprentice of the 3rd severance, relied solely on the shadow of his master, Alchemist Xianming, one of the revered 4-star alchemists of the city. Yet here he stood, attempting to wield borrowed prestige as if it were his own blade. The apprentice's hands trembled as fury roared through him. He pointed at Ling Han, voice quivering with rage. "How dare you! You actually dare to insult me!" Ling Han's lips curved in a faint smirk. "Can't I? You are nothing on your own. Tell me, what right do you have to stand as my equal?" His voice flowed like a quiet river, yet struck with the weight of mountain stone. The young apprentice faltered. The arrogance instilled by years of unearned privilege faltering. Being the personal apprentice of Alchemist Xianming had granted him undue respect. Even 3-star alchemists had bent toward him. Yet now, confronted by a true prodigy, all his hollow confidence felt like the brittle shell of a long-dead chrysalis. Ling Han's gaze swept over him, unyielding. You are but a lackey. Everything you claim is granted by another, and as easily as it is bestowed, it can be withdrawn. The apprentice's face turned crimson, a mixture of fury and disbelief. You think you are qualified? He shouted, his voice cracking like a sword against steel, determined to force Ling Han into submission, but Ling Han's expression remained untouched, a placid yet unbreakable lake in the midst of a storm. I will not lower myself to the level of trash. Step aside, he said lightly, his words carrying the weight of inevitability. Panicked, Alchemy Apprentice Mo leapt to intercept him. You can't leave, he roared, his aura flaring. Ling Han's lips curved in amusement. What is it? Do you wish to clash with me? He asked, his tone calm yet teasing. The apprentice's pride would not yield. Do you think I'm afraid of you? He barked, unaware of the depths of Ling Han's martial might. He relied on his own cultivation, third severance, strong but naive, and on the prestige of his master. Ignorance lent him courage, yet it was a dangerous kind. Laughter rippled through the onlookers, for many had heard tales of Ling Han's prodigious skill and yet witnessed this foolhardy defiance. Alchemist Mo! You can't, someone cried, rushing to clarify Ling Han's true strength. The moment the youth realized the truth, that this was no ordinary opponent but a formidable alchemist of the one-star rank, the bravado in his chest faltered, his aura dimmed slightly, yet pride urged him to stand tall. I will not engage with a barbarian, he declared, trying to salvage face. Insulting me is insulting Alchemist Xianming, and thus the entire Alchemy City. Ling Han chuckled softly, eyes glinting with sharp amusement. Thick-skinned indeed. A mere alchemy apprentice, a third severance at best, dares claim his insults reflect upon the entire city? His laughter was a flowing stream of cold steel, serene yet devastating. Now you see, the apprentice retorted, pride clinging to his words like a tattered banner. Ling Han tilted his head, eyes narrowing to gleaming slits. Do you dare insult me? Before the apprentice could finish, Ling Han's hand shot out, gripping him by the neck with unerring precision. Mo's protests died in his throat, his legs flailing, face turning green as the reality of Ling Han's might struck home. Everyone heard him, Ling Han said softly, voice carrying the clarity of judgment. I am a one-star alchemist, and yet this little apprentice dared to insult me. Does he not deserve correction? A thunderous slap shattered the tense air, blood and teeth scattering as Mo's face contorted in shock and pain. Those watching inhaled sharply, the scene raw with righteous fury. Slaps followed in rapid succession, each strike a rhythmic bell of authority, until Ling Han finally cast him aside with a flick of his sleeve. A tempestuous force contained in perfect control. Every move was calculated. Ling Han's triumph was not born of rashness, but of understanding. Alchemist Xianming's favor lent weight to his presence, and the judgment of the city's other four-star alchemists would surely tilt in his favor. Ling Han's path was clear. He would not linger where corruption and hollow prestige reigned. With a flowing motion, he swept past the stunned assembly. Xianming's eyes widened. No one could hope to retain him here. The crowd, once fearful, now turned to the moaning figure of Alchemy Apprentice Mo, awe and admiration washing over them. Ling Han's legend, even at this early stage, was already etched into the city's stone and spirit. The brat had proven himself truly formidable, and none could deny it. The wind carried his retreating figure like a whisper of destiny, leaving behind silence, awe and the unmistakable echo of mastery.